I think reps are paid far too much and are usually too smart to be spending their time on building lists, finding emails, doing research, etc. And so the reason why I say this is over the last, I want to say 3 to 5 years, and especially over the last couple of years, so much more data is available to us now about the accounts we want to find. ZoomInfo is a great example. ZoomInfo Copilot that came out last year. Like you can find so much information in just a click of a button, and I can share some examples on that. But that's the hot take: is you need to have a RevOps person, a data miner, 1 or 2 people on the team that's responsible for researching accounts, finding the contacts, and serving those up to the reps so that they have those extra hours in their day to actually sell.
And this is one that I think if you're listening to this and you're a sales leader, this is something you need to advocate for on your team. We're working with a client right now that sells like podcast, software. And one of the things that they spoon feed to the reps is like, what's the name of that prospect's podcast? Do they have a YouTube channel? Like, what's the follow? Like, these are things that I shouldn't have to look for as a rep.
Yeah, I'll give the 2 things. Curious to hear if y'all have thoughts on this as well. So a couple ways. If you are like a manager or have some authority to like make those decisions, one thing I would recommend doing is asking your AEs, your SDRs, hey, just brainstorm on a Google Doc all the things that you care about when researching accounts and contacts. What are all the things you look for? Jason's example, like podcast name, YouTube links, whatever. Put all of that down and then work backwards and find the AI solutions, because I guarantee they're out there. Find the solutions that will find that information for you automatically. That's one of the big ones, but curious if you all have other thoughts on that as well.
Yeah, just to tack onto that, that's sometimes easy when you've already sold a lot of stuff. You can look in your CRM for the things that show that someone's more likely to show interest in your product or service. But you can also use ChatGPT or AI to come up with those ideas in the first place. So I like to say, hey, this is what I sell. This is who I sell it to. These are the problems we solve. And then I will literally say, give me 100 public available signs that I can see online that a company would be experiencing these problems or challenges or would be more in need of a product like mine. Now, all 100 of those are not going to be good, but it's going to prompt you to look for things that no one else is using when they're building their lists, which means that you're going to cut through that noise that we just spoke about earlier. So use it for ideas when you don't have any as well.